Hello everyone, I'm Andras Taraszovics, Chief Product and Technology Officer at Antavo, and today I'm talking about something that sits quietly in the background of great digital experiences but makes all the difference. That is performance. See, when people think about loyalty programs and marketing technology, they usually think about creativity, campaigns, rewards, gamification, and personalization. But behind every great customer experience, there is something that is much more fundamental. The system that has to be fast. It has to be reliable, and it has to work at scale. And Antavo has grown over the years. We've grown together with the businesses that we serve. And what we've seen is really an interesting shift. Our clients' businesses are expanding, and they have more customers, more transactions, and more traffic flowing through their apps and websites. Which means that loyalty programs that once handled thousands of interactions now handle millions, and this growth doesn't just belong to global corporations anymore. Challenges that only used to exist at enterprise scale are now everyday reality for mid-market businesses as well. You might ask, why is this happening? A big reason is the way that people shop today, the way that we shop today. Online shopping is no longer the alternative. For many people, it's the default. Trust in digital commerce is higher than ever, and younger generations especially prefer shopping in apps or mobile devices and through digital channels instead of traditional brick-and-mortar stores. Now, physical retail is not going away, not at all. Stores are still incredibly important, but their role is evolving. They build trust, they act as showrooms, they help customers discover and experience products. But very often, the final purchase is not happening in the store, but is happening online. And that shift has a big impact on expectations. Today's shoppers are not just looking for the best price, but they are looking for the best experience. If an app is slow, the page is loading poorly, or the loyalty reward doesn't appear instantly, people notice, and they don't hesitate to move on. Clunky and slow experiences are heavily penalized. So performance is no longer a technical nice-to-have, it's a business requirement. Right now, we are already operating at a scale where our systems steadily serve retailers whose shoppers generate around 1,000 requests per second at a normal but busy day. And that is today. And if we look ahead, performance is going to become even more important, because the way people shop is about to evolve again. We are entering the era of agentic commerce. In the near future, digital agents will act as personal shoppers and digital concierges. They will search for products, they will compare prices, evaluate rewards, and find the best possible deals for their users. Customers will expect effortless shopping, convenient, automatic, and optimized for value. And that means that technology stacks behind the retailers must remain accessible and extremely performant. Today, businesses are largely in control of how their systems interact. They monitor the platforms, they optimize the infrastructure, and they cache the data. They select vendors carefully so to meet their expectations, and they manage these patterns through which the different systems communicate. But when agent-augmented shopping becomes mainstream, things will look different. Agents will ask for information whenever they need it, and they will query multiple services simultaneously. So they will search for the fastest and most reliable path to complete the task. And retailers will still have influence, of course, but they won't have the full control over it like they do now, and when these requests and how these requests arrive will be beyond their control at some point in time. And agents will naturally prioritize services that respond quickly with useful information. Slow, clunky systems will simply be bypassed. This means what used to be an enterprise-level requirement will soon become the baseline for many retailers, especially in high-demand verticals like electronics, beauty, and fashion. Platforms receiving 2,000 to 3,000 requests per second will no longer experience a peak traffic moment. That will simply be a normal day. And when big events arrive like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or the holiday season, those spikes will move to an entirely new scale. This is exactly why performance has always been a priority at Antavo. Our APIs are designed to sustain more than 8,000 requests per second while responding in less than 40 milliseconds. So this is roughly 500,000 requests in a single minute. And that combination matters. Many vendors can reach 2,000 to 3,000 requests per second if they simplify their systems enough. But that often comes at a cost. Flexibility disappears, features get limited, marketers have to work around tight constraints. And at Antavo, we believe that performance should never come at the expense of creativity. Our goal is to provide the most powerful loyalty engine on the market, one that does not limit the imagination of the marketers and one that allows brands to build rich, engaging loyalty experiences. At the same time, it remains extremely performant and ready for the future of the commerce. Because the future is not just about better marketing, it's about delivering the right experience instantly and at scale. And that's exactly the challenge we are building for. Thank you so much for listening, and if you're still interested in some more about performance and the technology that drives Antavo, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn.